The price of AI has fallen by more than 90%, and your bill went up. Namaskar, my friends. That is not an error on your invoice, and nobody is cheating you. It is one of the oldest patterns in economics, first written down in 1865, and once you have seen it, you will never be surprised by an AI bill again. Chelo, let us look at the numbers. First, the good news, and it is genuinely good news. Since 2023, the price of a token, the little piece of a word you actually pay for, has fallen by more than 90%. The index that tracks frontier prices puts them about 88% below where they were in March 2023. Work that used to cost $30 for a million tokens now costs well under $1. That is a real collapse in price, not a marketing claim. So naturally, everybody's AI bill fell, except it did not. Spending on large language models has doubled since late last year. Enterprise spending on AI cloud infrastructure went from about $11.5 billion in 2024 to $18 billion in 2025 to roughly $37 billion this year. Price down 90%. Spending up and up and up. Something has to explain that. And it was explained 160 years ago. A British economist named William Stanley Jevons noticed something strange about coal. Steam engines had become far more efficient. Each engine burned much less coal to do the same work. Everybody expected Britain to use less coal. Britain used far more. Because once the engine became cheap to run, people put engines everywhere. That is Jevons paradox, my friends. Efficiency does not reduce consumption. It unlocks it. And the AI numbers fit it almost exactly. Bain and Company looked at the year from December 2024 to December 2025. In that period, the cost per token was cut in half. In that same period, the number of tokens consumed grew by 450%, half the price, and use 5.5 times as much of it. You do not need a spreadsheet to see which way that bill goes. So, where is all that extra usage coming from? 3 places, and here is the first. Nobody pockets the saving when the price drops. Teams do not keep the same system running and quietly enjoy a smaller bill. They upgrade to the newer, better, more expensive model and land roughly back where they started. The saving is spent the moment it appears. Support. The second the requests themselves got much heavier. The average number of prompt tokens per request grew about 4 times over 13 months, and the replies nearly tripled. We began pasting in whole documents, long conversation histories, retrieved passages, worked examples. Every call now carries far more weight than it used to. So a cheaper token is being asked to do a very much bigger job. And the third, which is the big one right now, agents. An old style feature made one call and gave you an answer. An agent makes a plan, calls a tool, reads the result, thinks again, retraces when it fails, and then checks its own work. That is not one call, that can easily be 20. So even at a tenth of the price per token, a task that now takes 20 steps instead of one costs you twice what it used to. And this catches serious companies, not careless ones. Uber went through its entire AI budget in 4 months and then kept spending at $1,500 per employee per month. Read that again, my friends. Not $1,500 for the company, per employee. That is what happens when something becomes cheap enough that everybody wants some. There is one more piece that people miss entirely. The cost of an AI feature is no longer just the model call. There is the machine running the surrounding code. The retries when something fails. The evaluation runs you do before shipping. The logging, the storage, the search over your documents. One NVIDIA engineer put it bluntly. For his team, the cost of compute is now far beyond the cost of the people. The model call is one line item. It is not the invoice. So, what do you actually do about it? The first thing is to stop measuring the wrong number. Cost per token tells you nothing useful because it is falling while your bill is rising. Measure the the cost per completed task instead. What does one resolved support ticket cost you? One reviewed document, one generated report. That number is comparable from month to month, and it is the only one that tells you whether you are getting better or simply getting busier. The second thing is Uber's lesson done deliberately instead of in a panic. Give every team and every feature a budget ceiling and an alert well before it. Not to stop people using AI. You want them using it. But so that the month you discover a runaway retry loop is the month it actually happens and not the month the invoice arrives. And now the honest part, because it would be very easy to end this gloomily, and that would be wrong. Falling prices are not a trick. The reason your bill went up is that you are doing enormously more with AI than you were 2 years ago. Paying twice as much for 5 times the work is not a failure, my friends. That is a bargain. The only real failure is not being able to tell which of those two things happened to you. So go and find out. So, to recap, token prices are down more than 90% since 2023. Spending has doubled anyway. That is Jevons paradox. Make something cheaper and people use far more of it, not less. Bain measured it precisely. Half the price, 450% more tokens. It comes from upgrading instead of saving, from much fatter prompts, and above all from agents that make many calls where a feature made one. So measure the cost of a completed task, not of a token, and put a ceiling on every team. Now tell me in the comments, my friends, do you actually know what one task cost you today? Most teams do not. I rate every one. From basics to advanced AI learning, please visit AI Academy by Concept Good.